Monday, Monday.
Monday. Woo! We made it. We made it. Another week. I'm excited.
Excited. Another whole week to do good shit, my friend.
Do good shit. I love doing good shit, man. It's good.
Me too.
It's good to do good shit.
We may have a do good shit announcement tonight.
What? Breaking news? Some
Maybe.
good shit.
Maybe.
Doing good shit. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Mr. Jacob McGee.
What's
Good
up,
evening, sir?
Mr. McGee?
I'm not going to let any cats out of the bag for Jacob, but if you see Jacob soon, he's going to be rocking a badass belt.
I think I may have seen some posts on that.
Awesome.
Right on. What's up, Miranda? Monday. Always good to have you on, Miranda. What's up, Mr. Tech, my homie?
Mrs.
What's up, Sweet Pea?
Day after birthday girl, Miss Sweet Pea.
Yes. Let's give a little happy belated birthday to Miss Sweet Pea. What's up, Yukon? Good to see you. Yeah. Speaking of 6 more days. Yeah. Oh, until what? I wonder. What in the name of bearding are you talking about? What's up, Mr. Orton? Good to see you, brother, man.
Sasquatch.
Yes, right. He is. You seen his new logo with the Sasquatch looking like a
dude? That is pretty epic. And did you see his Papa Squatch one too?
No, that's kick ass. Pretty epic. It's kick ass, man. I love it.
Very welcome, Susie.
Absolutely. Happy birthday, girl. Welcome to your 30s.
The what's?
Right.
I can't hear. My teeth are falling out.
Right. No doubt. Hey, don't be talking about me like that.
Miranda's got 4 more days.
Right on.
Your birthday, Miranda?
Yes. Birthday coming up. Happy early birthday, if that's the case.
Yeah, we got.
What's up, Mr. Jacobs? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. I want to give a shout out to my brother Tech. James Driver just commented on there. You know, my daughter's I don't know if I told you this, but my daughter's power supply on her computer just took a total shit, and so now I reached out to him, and he came by, did a quick diagnosis. Unplanned, Nathan. Unplanned. We both popped on and was like, "What the hell?" We looked like twinsies. But nonetheless, I want to give a public appreciation for hey, welcome to the 40s, Miranda.
6 more days.
There you go. But no, Tech popped out and did a quick diagnosis, and like, yeah, this thing's like shot. So anyway, got replacement parts ordered and all that. So love you, bro. Appreciate you.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate everything Tech does, dude. He's holding it down, running a Beard Mob Indiana website, running a Beard Mob National site.
He's
being
the dude.
Treasurer, just doing good shit.
Yep. Twinsies. No, exactly. We popped on stage a little bit ago, and I looked around, and I'm like, what the hell? We could not have planned this any better. We're both wearing Scully's similar color. It's like, what the hell? So yeah, I wasn't about to change it, but good Lord.
We're gonna have to email each other every week now and see what each other's wearing.
I don't know. Mine's a little more purple. You look a little more red. So I'm just saying, at least we got a little difference.
Yeah, they're different colors. That counts for something, right?
Right. Yeah. You're rocking the badass chops. I'm rocking a crappy looking mustache. So I mean, hey, it's
no. I have the crappy stash and chops, and you have the good mustache and some kind of baby face thing going on. I'm not sure about.
Well, yeah. No, as Taxi Phil would say, hey, maybe one day I'll grow up and be able to grow a real mustache, but hopefully, it's in my goals.
Close. I'm looking at the front profile, and it's almost dead even with the sides of your jawline now.
It's getting close. You know what I mean? If I didn't have these curls, man, what's up, Mr. Baker? If these natural curls wouldn't kind of stick in, or my trained curls, it would stick out, but not to the point of some other pretty amazing mustache fellas in the community. So. Whatever.
It's a little longer. You're gonna have to play with that style mustache category, bro.
Yeah, I've thought about it. Actually, I don't know. I'm not good with the waxes and hard stuff on my face like that. That just kind of stick. I don't know how the freestylers pull it off, man. Because it's like, don't move. You know what I mean? Which they're freaking amazing. We know so many cats that can pull off just a wicked freestyle in the community, and it's just like one, I don't know how you do it, and two, I don't know how you could deal with it for an extended period of time without just like going crazy and being like, get this shit off my face.
Yeah, man. I've been playing with freestyle on online comps just because if it's not right, I can wash it out, do it over, and I'm not rushed. And even with that, I still can't even get a single curl as clean as some of these guys who are doing it in the bathroom with bars. Like, I'm like, man,
it's unbelievable. There's definitely I've definitely seen some teamwork, which I think is speaking to the broader community of nobody's scared to jump in and help a sister, help a brother out. You know what I mean? It's not every person for themselves, but everybody's diving in and saying, hey, what do you need? How can I help? Man, I don't know. I've met Patrick Fetty a couple times, and there is no way in hell I would ever try in English. I don't think I can do it, man. Maybe like the Uber stash or the Hungarian or something. What's up, Thad? Good to see you, man.
Mr. Kyle Waller, you've got a great program. Every Friday night. That was awesome. Yes.
Yep. Go check out Kyle. I was able finally, man. Fridays can be a challenge, but for me personally, but yeah, I was able to actually catch the live show finally, not watching it backwards. But yeah, go backwards, back after the fact. You know what I mean? But what I mean.
Watch it backwards. I think it could be a lot more
backwards. That would be dope. That would be crazy, actually. But no.
Hopefully, he's hiding some subliminal messages in it when you play it backwards.
That would be
like
wicked.
I hope it's just one like monologue of do good shit when you play it backwards. That would be awesome.
Would be cool. But no, go check out Kyle Waller's the Shaped podcast Friday nights. He's doing good stuff, having just really in-depth, awesome conversations with good people. He's doing good shit. Go check him out.
Absolutely, man. I'm back.
Appreciate you, Kyle.
So anyway, man, how was your weekend? What'd you get into?
Well, not a whole lot, actually. It was actually a pretty uneventful a weekend for the most part. I mean, did some house cleaning. I've lived in this place for almost 2 years. 2 years this month, and I now have doors that I can get in and lock with keys. Like I can actually get in my house, and they're all the same key. So I've got one key that can open the doors in my house, and I can actually lock it if I decided to. So,
man, you're going back to modern. You're going to modern times.
Well, I know growing up, man, I never lived in a house that was locked that you couldn't get into in the middle of the night, or you know what I mean, whatever. It just never happened. But
you always got to leave a way in.
Yeah. So anyway, if you're trying to break into my house, guess what? It's now locked. So tough shit. You should have done it sooner, I guess. Look at that. Two categories. Damn.
It's gonna be a great weekend.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about maybe trying to do two, but maybe this week I can work on. Maybe I need to get Tech. Tech, if you're listening, maybe you can pop over here and give me some pointers on fucking Style Stash, and I can try that out. But yeah, I thought about trying to do. But the only kicker is for the mustache categories, they're back to back. It's Style Stash and Natural Stash, and they're the last two. So, and there's no way I'm walking around all night with a Style Stash. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd drive me nuts.
You have a habit of playing with it too much. So if you had styling agent, you'd destroy it.
It drive me nuts, man. I'd be like a scab. I wouldn't be able to stop picking it. But anyway, that aside, good to see you, Fabs. Man, how was your weekend? What'd you get into? Anything fun?
Man, I just got to say, Jacob McGee talking about 6 to 12 in chops. Raise some money for prostate cancer. Loving Jacob McGee, man.
He's such a good dude.
Tech said he's down to help you out. He's working on a car right now. He's coming for your mustache next.
Right on.
Mr. Heather. Right on. Good to see you.
What's up, Miss Heather? Good to see you. Hope you're feeling a little better. I know you was under the weather this weekend a little bit.
Anywho, yeah, dude, we had just such a freaking action-packed weekend. I felt like I didn't stop. It was like one amazing thing, get in the car, another amazing thing, get in the car, sleep, another amazing thing, get in the car. I mean, it was just – we had a couple friends come over Friday night. I've been wanting to have a bonfire. Haven't been home. Well, we actually haven't been home a weekend since 2 weeks before Labor Day, so
it's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. Yeah, you guys are road warriors on the weekends, always.
So I'm like, hey, we're going to stay home this weekend. And by stay home, I mean not travel out of state, just travel everywhere in the state, north, south, whatever. Oh,
you
I
guys
like
are
this.
you
Hold on, I
guys
got
always have
sidetracked
fun.
reading comments. That's a new shirt design. You're not a man unless you play with it, with a picture of a mustache. I love it. Love it. So yeah, anyway, so Friday night we had some friends come over with the kids. They call me Papa Red, so I call them my grandbabies. It really
Right on.
throws people off. It throws people for a loop, but I love them kids to death. A couple good young couple doing good shit in the world. We had a bonfire, got to hang out. It was a full moon, so it was beautiful. I broke out the new Blackstone grill and done a little chop on it, and made some steak fajitas up, which were excellent. Just had a good old night, man. Hanging out with the kids, watching the moon, bullshitting. You know, I'm a great bullshitter, expert level bullshitter.
Expert level. Like, here's bullshitter. Here's like, I'm selling ice to Eskimos kind of level of bullshitter, right?
Yeah, dude. Colorful parents to blind people, stuff like that. And then Saturday morning, so we had there was a reenactment this weekend. And I really just didn't want to spend the whole weekend, set up camp, and drag our trailer up there, and then have to tear everything down Sunday. So we decided to play it a little lazy this weekend. We just went up Saturday morning and went up there and hung out at the reenactment. Got to see all of our reenacting friends.
Right on.
And then I found this guy hanging out in the Union camp.
Look at that,
Leo, Mr. Orbital. So we had that right there's my 1860s mob party. We got Miss Meg and Leo and myself hanging out there. Someday I'll talk you back into taking those blues off and put some grays on, but I'm just glad he's out there being involved, man. We do a lot of good. We educate a lot of people, so I'm happy to have him out doing the damn thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't even know. We were talking backstage. I didn't realize that Leo did reenactments. And for those that don't know, he's one of the founding members of Beard Mob Indiana.
Yes, great individual, man. He stuck up.
Previously a captain.
Brought me in. Actually resigned as captain when I took over as captain. Still in communication with him. I try to talk to him at least once a week. Great guy, great member. Laid a great foundation for Beard Mob Indiana that we're just keep building on. We just keep building on.
Agree. And my first competition, I mean, he was right there, just kind of, hey, putting bugs in my ear and being supportive. No, good dude.
Yeah, solid dude. So I'm glad that our hobbies got a chance to overline and we got to see each other. So that was really cool. I mean, it was right up by his hometown, so that was cool too.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's super cool, man.
Then we left there and got home and changed clothes into something more civilized. And then Megan's work had a little bonfire get together party for everybody and their spouses. So we went out there and hung out in Brown County way too late around a bonfire, but it was definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
No, it was a good weekend for bonfires, man. I got a bunch of brush and stuff that I need to get burned up, but the weather, I mean, check your local listings, but it was a nice weekend weather-wise, central Indiana, hanging outdoors, having a little fire, hanging, full moon. Yeah, it was good stuff. Definitely a good weekend for it.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then Sunday had the Rice family reunion. Always a good time. The older generations are starting to thin out, unfortunately, but that is the cycle of life. So some new people stepping up and taking it over, and going to keep this Rice reunion going on, man. David, what is up, my friend?
Good to see you, David. Thanks for joining. Now, I tell you what's up, Miss Jen? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. It's interesting. I don't know. At least my personal life, family reunions have almost gone by the wayside. I remember as a kid, there was 6 different family elements that you're tied to, whether on your maternal or paternal side that you're going to, and now it's like, my mom and dad are the only ones keeping any of it alive from a Hatton perspective. Everything else is just like, well, everybody dead, but why would? Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, man, it's sad. I'm glad to see that they're picking it up and can see the importance of it. I even told my dad on the way up there, I was like, man, if nobody, says anything about picking it up for next year, I was like, I'll find one of my cousins or somebody. I'm not going to try to do it by myself, but maybe one of my cousins or me can work on getting it together. Because to me, it's important, man. Hearing the old timers talk, it's stories and faces and people, and that's where you learn your history. And
Agree.
So
agree.
So we had a good day Sunday, hung out with my dad and my family, went back to dad's for a little while, and we acquired some pictures while we were there, and went through some old photo albums, dude, found some old pictures of dad from high school and his Air Force service, a couple pictures of him in Guam, and some interesting looking pants. He said they were his party pants, so I'll give him that. I wear some pretty weird party pants. But yeah, hey, when in Guam, do as the Guamans? I don't know.
Yep, the Guamanese. I think that's, yeah.
So woke up totally tired and on my ass this morning, like one of those where you have to literally pick up the back of your shirt, take yourself to the car kind of Mondays. Get to work, get the shop opened up, and then this beautiful individual shows up on his bicycle.
What's up? What's up,
Anybody
Big
not watching? That's Big Stinky, James Wilson himself. Always glad to see that, brother.
Yep.
So that kicked my fun day Monday off. Amazing.
No, that's a hell of a way to start off a tough Monday. What's up, Mr. Steve?
Splitting some wood.
Right on.
About
that time to be splitting some wood for sure. Yeah. No, thanks for joining. Appreciate you, man.
Get that heat stocked up for the winter.
That's right. That's
right.
Yeah. Well, that sounded like a good weekend, dude. That was definitely a fun memory making weekend that you had lined up. Oh, that's good stuff, man.
Traveling around, making memories, man, friends and family. That's man. Anybody that's met me knows that's what it's about: making memories and friends and family, and making friends into family. So,
yes, sir,
dude. Yes, I'm excited for this show. Speaking of friends and family, we've got someone coming on that started out as a good friend, and she's become family. So, I don't know. You got anything to add, Stash, before you do this intro and get some good guests in here?
So I would add one thing. So in the irony, and we could probably wait till she comes on, but the irony here, right? We talk about the small world aspect, right? You found me in a Walmart, for God's sakes. We brought it up on the show. I don't know how many times in other venues and other things, right? Didn't know you from Adam, but yet your kid and my kid have a connection. And what do you know? We both know this individual through separate channels, and it's just like, you know what I mean? You think about how life's journeys and travels and connections bring people together, and it never ever ceases to amaze me. But anyway,
it blows my mind, dude. You know, you'll talk to somebody that knows somebody that you've been friends for years with, and they've been friends for years with it, and you never cross paths, and in just one conversation, it's like, boom. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was at the insurance company today, and I was talking, you know, because I'm expert level bullshit. And I was talking to the agent, and this lady comes in. He calls this lady come in to do some administrative stuff for him. And we were talking, and she's like, well, what part of Kentucky is your family from? And I'm talking, I know we talked about it a couple weeks ago, where my family's from is like a dot on a giant map. It's Saul, Kentucky, one road in, one road out. And she's like,
and it's Kentucky, in the middle of effing nowhere. Yeah.
She was like a third cousin. I'm like, she knew, you know, she knew my great uncle and stuff. So it's like, geez, oh, Pete, small world complex. I've done went left hand on a tangent, but yes, you are correct.
No, I think it's cool. Life's journeys keeps bringing people around that you have a connection to that you never knew existed, and I think that's kind of part of the fun, part of the journey.
Spirits and souls, man. They will always find the right people. I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right, so let's. Sorry.
Maybe not forever, but the right people come into your life at the right time, and hopefully they stay there. So, but yeah,
that's some awfully sage advice right there, man.
Yeah, like I said, expert level bullshitter. Anyway,
yeah, let's kick this intro off and get this young lady on here. Let's do it.
Absolutely, kick it.
Hey, what's up?
We're back again. No, love that intro still. Say it every week. Can't get a hold of it. Yep. So, I'll tell you what, man. Let's get into it. Let's just bring her on. This is
Deal.
Mrs. Storm, the one and only person allowed to touch my facial hair with anything sharp.
Hey, hello, good evening, everybody.
Good
What's
evening.
up, girl?
Same shit, different day, living a dream.
SSDD. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. As long as we're dreaming, nobody can take that, right?
Absolutely,
Exactly.
absolutely. Thank you
Right.
guys so much. It's an honor to be on the show with y'all.
Well, we appreciate you coming on for sure.
Yeah.
Honored to
the
have
honor,
you.
Yeah, the honor is ours for sure. No, great to have you on, and kind of taking a step back. I probably should have waited till we pulled you on, but it was interesting. And we'll dive in just a second and let you tell everybody who you are and all that good stuff. But the interesting thing for me is the fact that a couple years after you started cutting my kids' hair, for God's sakes, right? I bump into this cat over here at Walmart, and what do you know? The only person touching his hair is you, and it's just like, what the hell, right? It's just like how these things come together. It just blows my mind, and I love it. I love it. So cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Storm don't have to give me business cards. I am a business card for Storm.
Absolutely. Yeah. When I came to the
truck
Crump,
guy going in.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Tool truck guy. When I came to the event at the Crump Theater, I was like, oh, I've cut your hair. Yeah, you're one of Ron's dudes. Oh, yeah, I've cut your hair. Yeah, you're absolutely.
Well, you can't help but sing praises if somebody does a great job.
Thank you.
So a couple of viewers might know who you are, but just to kick things off, let's just tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you do, and then we'll get into more about what you do.
Well, I'm Storm. My real name's Michelle, but people have come to call me Storm through competition life. I've been a licensed stylist for 11 years and a licensed barber for 7. Got tired of just doing, women's hair. So I want to get into the precision part of it, and then went back to school and got my barber license. And from there, I was a female in a predominantly male dominated field. So I had a lot to prove, and a lot of people just wasn't wanting to give me a chance. And if you know me, part of the reason why my nickname's Storm, like I literally don't let anything or anybody get in my way. So with being not even a yearly licensed barber, I hit the road and started competing throughout the country at barber competitions. I've went as far as San Diego. I went out east a little bit. I've been all over Chicago, South. I've been all over. And in the competition world, it is a predominantly African-American field. So bringing a white girl to a predominantly African-American thing is something different. And then so I got really good, started kicking some ass, and became a household name. And that's where I am now. I've slowed down on the barber stuff, on the barber competition. I counted, I've got 25 first places and about 20 just random second through third places. With my biggest one was the San Diego, when we drove 32 hours to San Diego and we won first place.
Hey, if you're gonna drive that far, you better bring your A game.
I was like, we ain't coming back without first place. It ain't happening.
I'm traveling like 3 weekends a month, and I still haven't got a first place. So congrats.
That's badass. That is badass. I mean, and obviously, from my perspective in the bearding community, it's more about raising, hugging necks and writing checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
When you're doing it from a professional standpoint, that's your livelihood, right? And you're racking up not only just awareness of who you are and what you're doing, but it's that there's some street cred to a certain degree, right? Amongst the barber community, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
big time.
Holy, that's impressive as hell.
Big time. And then once I started making, waves in the female barber, I started competing in like the fade category, the graphic design. And then I actually partnered up with one of my good friends. He's originally from Gary, Indiana. He's one of my best friends, and we kind of hit the road together. And it was like opposites attract, you know, Storm from Columbus, Greensburg, Indiana, and then his name was Wood from Gary, Indiana. So it was like opposites attract, and we were like the epitome of teamwork of everything. And yeah, so.
No,
Awesome.
I know who you're talking about. We're friends on Facebook, so I know exactly who you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool as hell.
That goes back to people coming into your life at a moment that, and you know, that's just another example for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I firmly believe that, man. I think there's an element of, I don't know. There's definitely higher powers at risk at
Laws
play.
of attraction.
I'm not a super
birds
religious.
with
Yeah.
feathers.
Yeah, I'm not super religious individual, but at the same time, I do agree that there are other powers working that, you know what I mean? That,
And I don't think you have to be a super religious person to see that, you know, people's spirits match. You know, I don't think you have to have any belief in religion to see that.
I agree.
I'm pretty religious myself, and you know, but even from an outside standpoint, you just see connections, and you know they're you know, spirits or auras were led together. So
yeah, you know it, you can feel it. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
But so Storm, you've been competing. You said how many years?
I started in 2017. And I started, my first competition was like a fantasy stylist competition. It was like a Barber / fantasy, which is, I don't know if you're aware, but fantasy is where they add all the big crazy things on people's heads and appendages. It's kind of like the Whiskerina for you guys. And then I just kept, yeah, that's a good picture. We did obviously it, and I hooked balloons to her hair and made her hair float.
Holy shit. Now I'm assuming, was it like a Halloween themed kind of
Yes,
a event
yes.
or okay.
Yes,
Cool.
that was in October. That was actually the last one that I competed at prior to COVID. That's right before COVID brought out. And the yellow jackets, me and my buddy, we competed. When we busted out our rain jackets, they're like, "Oh, bro, that's Georgie." Like they all started figuring out, because I get super theatrical with stuff. And that's
No, you're like almost in character when you're doing the do, I guess.
Yeah.
I love that.
I've even went as far as competing in Gary, Indiana, which is Michael Jackson's hometown, and I choreographed dances and stuff, and we did a heavy metal version to Thriller and choreographed the dancing and all of that, and they loved it. I'll have to show you all the video one day, but it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. It was awesome.
Definitely want to see that video this weekend.
Absolutely.
Well, which brings me to a point, Mr. Jacob McGee, one of our several favorite leather workers, asking if you're going to Big Whisker. Do you know what Big Whisker is? Have you heard of it? Like, would you like to attend maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I might. I might want to do that.
Yeah, it'd be a lot cooler if you did.
yeah, be a lot cooler. So no, Miss Storm actually came to Bearded Theater and done the shave for prostate shaving for Harry Flanagan Joker and myself on stage. And she hung out most of the night with several people there, my daughter, my wife, and just a bunch of other people that were there. And she really enjoyed what she saw, and she got talking about maybe wanting to go to one. And I was like, hey, you know, Big Whisker is kind of like the premiere in the area. It's an hour or so away. Like, won't you join us? And she's like, let's do it. So we're getting ready to open her up to the world of beard competitions.
Yeah. So before we jump into that, I guess if I can ask a question.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Cool. Anyway, that guy. No, go ahead, Stash. I'm sorry. I'm just giving you shit.
No, you're good. So I guess, you know, I want to drag this out a little bit because obviously your business is hair. All things, you know, hair, you know, making people look good, which by the way, I stopped by, got a haircut from Storm over the weekend. So yeah, don't mind the hat head, but yeah. I needed to get my gray hairs to step to the front a little bit more than what they were hidden behind. But nonetheless, what from your experience of coming, that was your first beard competition when you came to Bearded Theater to make Ron into his sexy chop looking self and shave some other hair. What jumped out at you the most from that experience and made you think, yeah, this might be something I'd be interested in checking out?
Good question.
So,
I'm glad I allowed it.
Man, and that's a big one. And that's what I tell people. That's what I be telling clients now is honestly the camaraderie and the family mentality. Like it's coming from one side of a competition where all your money you make one week is on the line on this one and the politics and just I don't know how to say it's sometimes barber competitions is just trying to make another person rich. The
Cutthroat.
biggest thing, yes, absolutely. Like you don't even speak to anybody. I would have my headphones in. Even my kids, when they would go to competitions with me, like, Mom's going to be an asshole right now. Don't talk to her. And nobody would talk to anybody. And I saw fights. I saw all kinds of stuff at these barber competitions. But at y'all's competition, it was just so family and lovey. I felt comfortable. And the number one thing is that my heart, I guess my soul is not, people aren't in it to make other people rich. It's going to freaking charity, man. And I was like,
100.
that's what won my heart. Local charities. Like Ron's was for the Crump. I grew up going to the Crump before it was into the rebuild and everything. But that was the biggest thing, the camaraderie and everybody talking, everybody just like, oh, hey, how are you? Not like, I ain't talking to you, bro, because we about to compete against each other. Whole other different. And then just with my age and where I am spiritually and with my soul and my heart, this speaks to me more. It just spoke to me. And being around, Ron and him, I was like kindred souls because I've ran into Ron working at a metaphysical store. And I'm like, man, I'm even finding out these people are even more my people than what I thought they was my people. So, and
it's funny how that works, right?
Full circle.
And full circle. And then you, like I said, it's just drawn to me. And it's really speaking to my heart because even the women that I met there, good Lord, I can't remember her name because I'm horrible with names. She dressed like a fairy at the Crump, and her husband,
Angie Jones was first thing to talk
beautiful
about.
individual,
and she's all into the spiritual. And she looked at me and she says, "You look like you're a great time. I need to talk to you later." And I was like, "Yes." So I was like, even more of my people in your people that I didn't know was my people. So
I'm telling you,
yeah,
there's a long list of good people.
Yes, definitely the charity is the top. It was the cherry on top of the tree. That makes it worth being away from your families, the miles on the road, the sacrifice, knowing that you're doing good for somebody. Yeah, that's yeah.
And that's what
can't even put words to it.
I think that's what drew a lot of us in. I'll speak for myself without speaking out of turn for anyone because I know this stash feels the same. Competing is just something we do while we're there. It's all about hugging necks and writing checks. And Doc Wilson said it best. It is a family. Most of these people we see once a month, sometimes twice a month, but throughout the year we see them a few times a year, and every time you walk into a venue and it's a family reunion. I mean, it's I haven't seen you forever, and how you? And it's just I've never seen a sad person at a beer cup.
No, I would absolutely agree, and I had to check in my newbie card a couple months ago because I'm now into my second year. But a couple events, it's like I recognize people, and people are like, "Hey, how you doing? I remember seeing you at such and such," and the overwhelming nature of meeting 100 people that you'd never met before, and it's like you start seeing those faces that you recognize, and next thing you know, and you all know I'm a terrible Facebook user. I'm still new, but you know what I mean. It's hey, next thing you know, we're friends on Facebook, and it's like I don't know. It's almost like a second family. The amount of love and support, and to your point, Storm, it's there's no, I'm not talking to you because we're competing together. It's a, hey, you got this. Let me help. What can I do to support you and lift you up? Not a, I ain't gonna say shit because I'm competing next to them. It's a, we're all here trying to do the same thing. Have some fun, hang out with people that we enjoy hanging out with, and yeah, raising money for charity.
I mean, I love to compete. Don't get me wrong. I love to compete.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, we all have a competitive nature. I'm not saying that, but when we show up, that's not our number one agenda.
Yes, absolutely.
It sounds like in a barbering competition, you show up blinders, don't care what anybody else is doing your thing to win. And with as much money and things as that you guys invest into it makes sense because that's what you're there to do.
Yeah.
We're there to compete, but we're also there to raise money for charity, and that's what I think really splits those two things up. And I've never been to a barber competition, so I can't. I'm just speaking from talking to you on that aspect.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a totally different environment to where you're competing from a livelihood perspective, right? This is your daily grind versus showing up to help support an organization and hanging out with people, right?
And
I agree.
It was hard. I had to go through a lot of losses before I got my first win, and it's hard, and it's very expensive. But it is the livelihood, but then another reason why I also stepped back is, I mean, I proved who I was in the barber industry. That was the number one reason I wanted to show that I could hang with the best of them and prove that I can be the best. But at the end of the day,
look at that image right there, for God's sakes, right? That's badass. I was looking at some of the pictures backstage, and I'm like,
that's a trophy room, boy.
But
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. That's one of my favorite pictures. But there's still, people that's out there that compete every week. And I've just, they're not my people anymore because at the end of the day, trophies collect dust. I mean, what do I have to show for 50, 80, 100 trophies? I did my shit, got out, proved myself, and I'm good. I want to keep, now it's family's important to me, other stuff, but that was my biggest thing. I was like, man, I can have all the trophies in the world, but what are they just collect dust. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's changing seasons, as we get older. That's for sure.
And I think that's kind of it's what we're talking about when we say do good shit, right? It's how do you you keep that top of mind? And I know it's one of the things I think about daily. How can you be nice to that person next to you or behind you or in front of you or beside you, right? It's
kind of how I live my life. That's what I do. One thing that I do to me is I try to do at least one free service a week to somebody that whether is in need. All of my super close clients, whatever they know what they're in need, they have a job interview. Hey, I don't have the money for hair. I don't care. Get your ass in the chair. Let me get you together. That's one thing that I try to, because I can't do a whole lot, but I know that if I can give somebody, a free or discounted service and they make them feel better, or even my playing clients, like as long as they leave feeling better, that's my job of how I do good shit.
Yeah. I love that. And we all have different skill sets and ways we can help people, for you, I know you help people all the time, not only in barbering, but in other ways, but that's your skill set. So that's the way you can help. I may change somebody's oil. It's like, man, I haven't had my oil changed in 6 months. I'm like, bring it in, dude. Like, let's do this. You know what I mean? Stash is the same way. He's like, well, I got a garage. I can. Let's do it there. And we all have different ways to help. And as long as you're out there doing something and you're doing good, you're on the up. You're on the up.
That's what really matters. I agree. We need more people trying to do more positive shit in the world. Yep.
The ripple effect.
Yep. Which, I mean, not to put you on the spot, but I mean, considering the doing good stuff, doing good shit, and you also coach softball, right?
Yes, I've been coaching girls softball for 10 years. This is my 10th year. I coach rec league, slow pitch, and I coach fast pitch, and I'm starting to build the Maricity softball brand to where my daughters can carry on and they can go on coaching, because I have a few little job offers on the table to coach at some high school levels and stuff, and to do some travel ball, but I kind of want to make it, I want my own travel team. So yeah, it's my big thing. And I usually end up adopting a kid every year, whether I've seen kids, parents are in prison, adopted. I mean, it's the amount, how do I say it? I've had the pleasure of meeting so many, I don't know, I don't want to say troubled, but children that's struggling, and they've come to call me mom, and they still call me mom, and they they call me just knowing that they have somebody. I could have coached them 3 years ago. Storm, this is happening. What do I do? What do I need? And I got them. My mom's in jail again. What do I do? Pray and be thankful that she's safe. Stuff like, it's, yeah. So that's the number one reason. And a big thing now is, because I'm obviously, I'm one of the people in the gay community that's a big supporter, is a lot of the girls come to me as a safe, like, how do I talk to my family about this stuff? And I get a lot of girls on my team that they're like, I feel home. I can't talk about it to my mom and dad, but I can talk to it about you to you and stuff. And so, yeah, that's, softball's opened up a whole other thing.
And it's important to keep kids involved and engaged, and having a
Yes,
support
it is.
system, not only to go play softball or whatever, even, but just to have somebody that they feel confident in when stuff is just a mess, and you feel like you've got
Yeah.
nobody to turn to. You're like, oh, I know who I know who I can run this by. I know who I can confide in, and that's super important because, I mean, I was a teenager. I didn't want to tell my mom and dad everything that was happening to me. Like,
Right.
no way.
Right. And then a lot of the kids, it's the lack of structure having at home. So sometimes they love me because, I'll rip their ass but build them back up, and I give them the discipline, and I make them push themselves. So it's really sad, the different scenarios that I've come across the past years, over the years of everything that, yeah. So softball has been a huge blessing to myself as well.
I think I would be doing you an injustice if I didn't bring up your amateur football career.
Semi-professional.
Yeah, well, I'm not good with words.
Well, but I mean, what you
um,
just said, if I can jump in for just a sec, I mean, for one, I think our hair, our barbers, our hair person probably knows a lot more dirt on folks than other people in lives in general, right? Because you're able to, you're relaxed, you're in a space where you feel like you can share. It's almost like therapy. I've never been to a session, but I can almost imagine, right? But you're in a position of being able to be entrusted with people's inner thoughts, but to be that rock and that support system outside of that, right? I mean, talk about doing good shit, girl. I mean, from a coach, a leadership perspective, a guiding light for young ladies who feels the need and the desire to share something in confidence with another person. I mean, it's so important. So I just want to say thank you for doing good shit, girl. No,
thank you.
I love that. You're a good human. Anyway,
Thank you.
amateur football. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro.
Don't mess that up, bro.
Yes.
So football, this past season, I played for semi-professional women's tackle football. Last year was my fourth year playing. First 2 years I played at a local team called Columbus Vanguards, and played. I got hurt pretty bad. Had a big knee injury, surgery, sat out for about half of a year, and then I traveled down to Louisville this year, and I was playing on a higher division team. Divisions are Division 1, 2, and 3. I was started in Division 3, and I played on the Division 2 team that has national championships. So So it was, I went from a team of like 30 and to a team with like 52 girls. And I played offensive lineman. I typically play guard. Sometimes I play center, and sometimes I play nose guard on defense. And that's another thing. Like I had to prove a lot of stuff because I'm short, and a lot of these girls are really big. Damn, they're big girls. And I just had to become tougher, meaner, and put some people on their ass. And I'm on the fence. I'm like 50-50 this year if I want to play, because I'm 42, but I really want my oldest daughter's old enough to play with us, and I would really like for her to play 1 year with me because she played in junior high with the boys. I would really 1 year for her to play football with me because I want to get a ring. I want to get a ring before I retire, but goddamn, my body hurts.
Oh, it's got to be hard. Hell, I can barely get out of bed, let alone try to run a football.
God, I don't run them. I just hit bitches. I don't run them. I just hit people.
You just run them over.
Oh
awesome. Man,
no, I freaking love that, and I want to see. So this weekend, Big Whisker, I want to see some footage of some semi-pro football too.
Okay, I got you.
I just think it's cool how linked in with different facets you are. You know, you have the barber styling thing, and I see you advertising all the time. I don't do fairs myself, but you're out here braiding hair at fairs, county fairs and stuff for people. You're playing the football. You got the softball brand you're building up. Just seeing people involved in the community and building the community up with those kind of things, man. That's what we're about, man.
Damn Skippy.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a big thing. Community involvement. I just had a vendor booth at Pride here in Columbus and braided some hair. But that's always been a big thing with me, was community, because I'm from Greensburg and I was always involved with the community down there. And for the first time since I've been in Columbus, I was actually nominated for the Reader's Choice for stylist and barber stylist. So that's the first time I've been nominated in Columbus. It's a bigger pond here in Columbus than Greensburg, but yeah.
No, congratulations on that. That's outstanding.
Yeah.
We've definitely done a great job of making a name for yourself, and I think the skill and quality of what you do and your passion for it is really what shows through.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. I'm excited, and I will say I'm excited that you're excited to jump in the community. You know, we're going to be hanging out this weekend. You're going to be your first time competing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I'm excited about that. I'm excited. It's the nervous excited because, you know, the whole jitters and stuff, but I'm excited.
Well, girl, you know, if you need any help, all these ladies in the community, Angie, I know you spoke about Angie, you could reach out to her. You can reach out to Miss Meg, any of the ladies in this community, and I can assure you will get any kind of helps, tips, or assistance you need.
I would almost guarantee it. Yep, absolutely. Such a good community. Well, I don't know. Maybe we have you on next Monday, and you can tell about your experience and what you thought. You know, I mean, there's lots of folks on this, that watch our show that obviously have seen, but nonetheless, it's good to hear those feedbacks, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Another amazing whiskerina right there. She said, "Get that beard on, and those worries are away."
Yep.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary to the Craftons, by the way. Happy anniversary to the Craftons.
Happy anniversary. So,
well,
Storm, we're excited for this weekend. Excited to have you with us. And we're excited to have you on tonight. Yeah, definitely. We've been talking about it for a while, and it just kind of worked out that we were going this weekend. And I think it'd be kind of fun maybe to bring you back next week just for a quick recap of how things went.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, we were able to get your take from just Jaffo, just an observer, you know what I mean? But just to your take from being in person and your first competition actually competing. I think that'd be kind of fun to get that debrief. Yeah.
Yeah. Comparing from the whole different, scenario. Yeah, I'm excited. I maybe I'm not as worried. I'm just more excited.
Yeah.
Nothing to be worried about. Yeah, there's nothing to be worried about. You're going to be in a room full of people who love, respect, and appreciate you, even if they don't know you. I promise you that.
That's an
And
absolute
that's
problem.
one reason why it speaks to me. So yeah, some awesome good people.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Well, Storm, we appreciate you taking time out of your Monday evening to come on and talk with us about just everything. It's not a single facet with you. You have so many facets, and it's just awesome. So,
yep, agree.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. You guys have a fantastic evening. We'll be in touch.
absolutely.
Yes.
We'll be in touch soon.
All
What's up, Brad?
Have a
Take
great
care,
night,
Storm.
Storm.
Yep. Have
You
a good
too.
week.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Take care.
Later, girl.
Right on.
Excited, bro.
So cool.
Excited.
So cool. I still can't believe the fact that how those worlds collide. You know what I mean? We both knew Michelle Storm in our own worlds, but yet anyway, it's just I don't know. It's still it blows my mind. So
I have such trouble with that too, because when I get on Facebook, I'm so glad she has a nickname set in Facebook so I can search her nickname. So I'm always like, how do I spell her name? How do I find her? I'm just like, Storm. So note to anybody out there, if you have a nickname that people use often, set it in your Facebook so we can find you. So I don't know a lot of people's real names, to be very honest with you.
that's a good point. I should change mine to Andrew, Andy, Stash, because everybody calls me Andrew or Stash, and nobody calls me like Andrew like ever, except for like my mom when she's pissed.
I'll have to show you. There's actually a section you put your nickname, an actual nickname section in Facebook profile.
Please, would you help me? Yeah,
It
help a
goes up
brother
in
out.
parentheses after your name.
Yeah, that would be sweet, man. You have to show me how to do that. So people, yeah. Anyway, I'm because I'm at a beard comp and I'm like, I gotta listen for 3 different names. You know what I mean? And I don't know who the hell. I don't know where I'm at.
He's over there.
Anyway, yeah. Ooh, wait, what did he say? Yeah. Anyway, so, Andrew, Angie, talking to Orton. Who are they hollering Andrew at? That's what I want to know. Anyway. But let's plug a couple things. I know we're getting close to time here. Big shout out to Storm for jumping on, but I know there's a couple pieces we want to try to plug.
I like my chinny chin chin. Thank you.
The chinny chin chin. Yep. Just by the hair up. Nope. That went gone.
Nope. No more chinny chin chin. Oh man. So we got a few minutes here. Let's throw some stuff out here. I know we had Kevin Davis on last week, Mr. Awkward Turkey, talking about the Friday the 13th Halloween Fall Brawl online beard mustache competition. Talked a little bit about the Heart charity that money goes to and the resources they provide to people. Just sounds like an absolutely amazing charity. I haven't had time to do any research on it myself. I'm just going on what he said, and he said enough. So I will say this, though. It is Friday the 13th, but the deadline to submit is October 9th. So you can send your pictures
next Monday.
Yep, that's Monday. And your entry fee PayPal.
Next Monday.
It's got the Bearded Centers, Georgia down there at Gmail. I think I also have this posted on the Business Bearded page, kind of a breakdown of how you actually register and where you submit your photos to. So I'm not going to leave that up forever so you can read it all, but it will be on the Bearded Business page. If it's not, which I believe it already is.
Yeah, no, it's pretty simple and straightforward, right? The comp is going to be the Friday the 13th, which is not this week Friday, but the next week Friday. Deadline is Monday. Make sure you send in your pictures. It's pretty cut and dry, honestly, if you've done an online comp before, but email your pictures to the Bearded Centers North Georgia page. Hit your PayPal to that separate link. And so, yeah, and then just mention your category and whatnot. It's not too bad.
It's not rocket surgery.
No. Which, I mean, we're not rocket scientists, but we can figure this shit out.
Do you think I don't already have one, Charms?
He may have one. He may have one in the works that isn't.
I got one done. I just haven't revealed it much yet.
Yeah.
Actually, I did. I posted on Facebook. Charms is behind. He needs to get on Facebook.
But I like your thinking, Charms. Seriously, no, yeah.
Quit working so hard. Get on Facebook.
What else we got coming up that we should plug? I know we talked about Wicked Whisker. Do we have anything up there for that? No, let's talk about this, actually. Yeah, good call.
This is something I really, really want to talk about.
Yep, good shot.
Brother Chicken Wing down in Beard Mom, North Texas. Who's doing a bald chicken challenge. So they're trying to raise money for Pinkapalooza. Beardapalooza got a name change. Pinkapalooza. And if they raise the $2,000 by Pinkapalooza, he's going to be a naked bird, bald chicken. That we changed his nickname and everything, just a bald chicken. He's going to shave. She's going to shave his beard off.
I'm telling you. I mean, he and I've joked about back and forth. We could be twinsies if he didn't have his beard. Our stash is kind of look. Well, hell, we're about the same height, for God's sakes. You know,
I wasn't going to bring it up, but
yeah, I mean, we're both vertically challenged, but no, such an amazing dude in the community who's always doing good shit. So
says here he hasn't seen his face in 10 years.
Yeah.
So get on it. We'll post a link to this also on the Bearded Business page. If you got any donations, any spare money, $1 makes a difference. People, we're not asking everybody to give 100. 100 people give $1, we're in the same hole. So, whatever you got to spare, donate to that. As bad as I'd like to see Chicken Wings bald face, so let's raise that money and help out a great cause and an amazing brother and sister as well.
Yep. Nope. Good call, man. I absolutely agree. They're good people. Chicken Wing and Alley Cat. Yep.
So we have some. I can't find my button. That would have been way cooler if I had my button ready. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Dun dun dun. What we got going on? What?
I don't even know. Stash is barely even briefed on this breaking news. Like,
yeah,
he's seen like the headline in the news report, but he ain't seen nothing.
No, I haven't read the story. I caught the headline, the trailer, if that.
So here at Bearded Business, we've kind of coined the phrase "do good shit."
We've been talking about it. We've been talking about it for a hot minute. I mean,
yeah, and it just keeps coming up, and we've noticed, a couple other people using it, which we love, absolutely love. I hope everybody uses it because it's a motto.
What we're all about.
Exactly.
Doing
so me and Stash went in together and had some patches and stickers made. And then as a bonus, there's a picture of Harry Flanagan from the first Beard Mob competition in Indiana that we just had to make to an image because how many times do you see a clown half naked peeing?
My God. You know what the weird part is I saw that in person when the picture was being taken at my first competition.
Big Country was actually one who took the photo.
Yes, poor fucking Harry is taking a pee in his suit, and he's like, I just need to pee. Yeah, and yeah.
Good time. So we had these images made for Harry. He's got a pack that went to him, but we're going to throw a pack in with this awesome doing good shit deal. So we got a patch and 2 stickers, the do good shit patch, the do good shit sticker, and the Joker Harry Flanagan sticker. We're going to release these very soon. It'll be a $20 pack. You get all 3. What this is going to do is we have a Bearded Business account. That money will go into the Bearded Business account. When we see families in need, I think our first donation will probably go to Big Stinky's family. His grandson has been in the hospital, had a couple surgeries. The kids have been off work. A little boost in their wallets would be absolutely a blessing to them. So, yeah. So,
trying to do good shit by doing good shit, right?
Yep. Mr. Norcross, good to see you, brother. So there'll be announcements. You know me, I plaster everything all over Facebook. Anywhere I can find a hole that they don't kick me out of, I try to post my stuff.
You do.
That'll be posted very soon. That's breaking news. So
that's good stuff. So before we wrap, one last thing I want to make sure we plug is a Shave for Prostate coming up. Yes, sir. Thank you. I know you were thinking about the same.
Yep. Casey Niemeyer has took the reins for round 2 of Shave for Prostate. He's looking for a goal of $2,000, and he's gonna do some shaving. Jacob McGee already reached his $500 challenge, and we'll be going chops for that. I think that's awesome. So let's keep it moving. Just because we hit one challenge number, we got another challenge number to hit. We got to hit 2,000 for Casey to do some shaving.
No, absolutely.
I don't know how many people know about the third challenge, but it's been plastered all over the internet. We reach 5K. You can get a Christmas picture taken with Miss Brian Way.
I did see that. Yep. Brian Ray stepped up and was like, you can get an unedited picture of me. I mean, that he is like the most notorious for not taking pictures with anybody and posting online. So
I need a family Christmas card with Brian in it. So if you could just all open your wallets and dump it into this PayPal right here, scrolling across the bottom.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Mr. Stack.
Also,
what you got over there?
Well, oh, those smell so good. So I'm still rocking koozies and air fresheners for sale. All you got to do is hit me up. Good to see you, Miranda. Thanks for joining. All you got to do is hit me up on Messenger. And yeah, they're $10 a piece. I'll pay for shipping. $10 for an air freshener, $10 for a koozie. I mean, buy one of each. I got 2 different designs. The Silence of the Stash and the group image. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to rock one of those? Lord knows I do. And it's a good conversation starter. You know what I mean? If you're sitting at the bar and I always got a koozie in my pocket, I walk into a restaurant and guess what? I'm busting out my own koozie sitting at dinner. And yeah, it's a conversation starter. And you'd be surprised how many times I've sold a koozie just by drinking out of one at a restaurant. So,
well, they are hilarious. They got your Buffalo Bill image on them, so they're probably worth like $60 a piece. But you're being a good
right.
guy.
I mean, there could be these like got collector item value.
They are limited run, collector's edition. Go buy you one and support Shave for Prostate. If you don't need a koozie or an air freshener, still right here at the bottom. Let's get some funds up. We'll have some more breaking news. I believe next week we'll cover about Shave for Prostate. So,
yeah, we got another little nugget. Trying to help as much as we can. Casey picked up the reins, and we're gonna help support like we can. So
absolutely.
Do good shit.
And I'll tell you what, he's actually doing the shave at Tri-County Beard and Mustache Beards for Bands, Mustaches for Music competition.
Yes, sir.
So that's just like you needed another reason to go, but that's like a cherry on top of the cherry on top.
It's a charity on top of a charity on top of a great organization at the Eagles there. So it's a win-win-win. Yeah. Absolutely. Agree.
Stash, cool, I think that's all I got this evening, man. I know. I mean,
it's a done day Monday, bro.
Add in there?
No, I'm good. No, it's a done day Monday. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us on another Monday night. Episode 36. Holy shit! I mean, we're getting up there.
36 weeks y'all put up with our dumbass.
Man, we're getting old, dude. We're getting old.
Big country, what's up? Party, man.
It's all good, country. Good to see you, bro.
I can't wait to hug your neck this weekend.
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing you, bro.
Night, Charms. Love y'all.
Charms, have a good one. I'll see you this weekend as well. No, man, that's it. That's all I got. I love you.
I love you, sir.
I love every one of you. I appreciate y'all tuning in every Monday. Yep.
That's a done day Monday. Until next Monday, we'll see you at Big Whisker this weekend.
Yeah. Have fun.
All right.
Take care of each other. Do some good shit.